best Chris Neil prank stories?
Oh, probably, yeah. I think I might have went over this one, and I'm sure you guys know about it, but when Patty Weirkosh tornadoed his room.
In the hotel.
In the
hotel room, right?
Yeah. So Weirkosh like raced off the bus when we got to the hotel, stole one of Neil's keys because they all just leave them out on the desk for everyone to take. And then later that night, Weirkosh didn't go out for supper. He just stayed in, ordered room service, and tornadoed Neeler's room. So Neeler's trying to find out for weeks who, like, he'd bring it up daily. He was threatening people, like, who did it. No one would say. I don't think Patty really told anyone. And then I think I don't know if this is true or not, but he might have pulled the security footage from the hallway of the hotel.
I can see this totally.
I still don't know if that's true. I don't know if you'd be able to get the truth out of Neeler on that one either. And anyways, long story short, he found out his Weirkosh, so he ended up hiding a fish in Weirkosh's truck.
Yes. Oh, God. So classic.
How long did the fish stay in the truck for?
A long time, like, because he kept coming to the rink and complaining. He's like, man, my truck smells awful. Like, I don't know what it is. I think something crawled in my hood, died. And, yeah.
But Smitty, why does Patty Weirkosh try to prank Chris Neil? Something must have happened.
He had that, like, he just had that disturber mentality in him. Like, he couldn't not do it. He just loved stirring the pot and like playing with fire.
So good.
So when we found out he did it, we were like, what are you doing? Like, why would you risk your life to do that? Like, there's no return. Like, there's no benefit of doing that besides having your life threatened.
Yeah. Oh, well, good for him. You know what? Sometimes you gotta push back on the big bully.
Yeah, I respect that. I'll take that.
Did you ever try to prank Chris Neil?
Yeah, a few times. Nothing too elaborate. Like, I think because he was always pranking, and you got to give it back, or he won't stop. But so I think I sewed his pants shut, like his pockets shut, with his phone and keys in one time, and then another time I took his favorite gong show hat and torched it into a tiny little ball. And then put it back in his stall, and it's funny because like Gong Show they'll drop off a box of hats in a room, right?
Yeah.
And like whoever wants them takes them. So there's like a bunch there, but that was his hat. He was so mad about that. he was trying to figure out who it was. And guys are usually pretty good about Neeler pranks. Like, they'll keep it pretty tight-lipped and go to bat for people or just deny that they know. But Jim O'Brien was in the cold tub. So Neeler went and grabbed his clothes out of his dry stall, hung him over the cold tub while he was in there. And he said, tell me who torched my hat, or your clothes are going in the water. Without a hesitation, he goes, Smitty. It was Smitty. You could have worn another set of clothes home. But
Smitty, so walk me through how you sewed his pant pockets. Like, where did you get the needle and thread and everything?
Well, you just go to like our trainers, right? Like, or equipment guys. They're on the machine every day. So like
you went in there.
Yeah, you go in there, like he's like, I'm not doing it, but I'll show you how. So it was just like 30-second tutorial how to use the sewing machine, and then you just run a couple lines through his pants.
So were you hurt that day, or how did you get in there without him seeing you?
Oh, I don't remember. He's probably playing ping pong or something, or bullying someone into winning ping pong in the gym. So
you grab the pants, go into the trainer's room, and quickly sew them shut. That's amazing.
I'm sure it was a process. Like, I probably had 2 lookout guys, and heart rate's going 190 because I'm afraid he's gonna walk in and just stroke me.
Look at
the one. You probably heard the one with Campoli, bringing him up.
No, I haven't heard it.
Neeler used to, every time he walked out of the shower too, like for a while there, he'd just like turn your shower to cold, right?
Yeah.
Flip it to cold and the guy's washing his hair. Chris Campoli did it to him one time, but it accidentally flipped it to hot.
Oh,
So he scorched Neeler and Campoli ran. He's like, oh, I'm in trouble. Like he ran to his dry stall. Neeler like chased after him and just stroked him. Just punched him.
Yes. I was just gonna ask who he punched somebody. That's funny. It's Chris Campbell.
Yeah.
oh my God. That's a whole new level of the lookout guy and the sewing. I can remember when I was playing, like a good prank was the old reliable. We'd have a guy who would put the shaving cream in the towels, and then you'd put the towel like 4 down in the pile. So a guy comes out of the towel, pulls it out, shaving cream. I like it, Smitty. I like the work and lookout guy, trainer, pants.
Yeah.
So the cell phone in there. That's fantastic.
Yeah, you gotta be careful with Neeler. Then you gotta perform a blood oath with whoever's involved in it that no one says anything.
I heard
Jim O'Brien.
Yeah, Jim O'Brien. You don't ask him for help.
I heard Neeler. There was a guy before your time named Todd White, and Whitey had these brand new jeans he was so proud of, and get a new pair of jeans. And Neeler went into his locker room and cut the jeans and turned them into shorts. So he puts his pants on. He's got the jean shorts on.